Here on 2K Sports. Can't wait to get some NBA action going. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. David Aldridge is on our sideline. This crowd is really ready to roar in this Eastern Conference matchup for the Magic. And this matchup with the Hawks, it's their first meeting of the season. The previous season series split right down the middle. These teams were quite evenly matched.
And although they were the better team last year by overall record, this was a competitive match. For them.
Guys, they split the season. Series, and there's always randomness to this game, the unpredictability of it. You win some, you lose some, but they certainly want to impose their talent level tonight.
Now, here's Jokic. Greg, you were a feared ball hawk in your playing days, and I know you see similar players playing today.
No doubt about that, Kevin. You know, Ben Simmons, a player at 6'10", with those hands, he's incredible to watch on that. How about Fred VanVleet, though? He's a guy, they say he's 6'1", I don't know, but he gets into you and competes, man, and that's the beauty of our game. You know, you can be as big as the trees and have a major impact, or you can be one of those fellas, as they like to call us, and be equally as effective on the floor.
Like the Chris Pauls, the Patrick Beverleys, there are a lot of those guys that play the ball like he did so well. Yeah, right. Great play. Now, here is Harden. Paul George unable to get his shot to go. First quarter of play with about a minute and a half gone.
That's exactly the look they wanted, guys. Right guy, right play, wrong result.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And it's kind of the running joke when you think of James Harden, often maligned for his lack of effort defensively, but quite honestly, I thought he improved a great deal a season ago.
And you know, Greg, I observed the same thing. His overall commitment was better, and not just steals and blocks either. I'm just talking about his awareness, his commitment to that end of the floor. It was a focal point. If he continues on that track, I think he's going to make an impact at that end as well.
Here is Harden. After the made shot from Bobby Portis. Grant outside. Back to Harden. 6 to shoot. Orlando needs to get off the shot. Oh my goodness! What a play!
Hey, we know Harden can score, but he also has great vision.
And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Kevin, Steve Clifford gave me a few minutes before the game. He and his assistants are trying to figure out ways to run Paul George off of the three-point line. Coach said even though George is a good passer, he's an elite shooter. He'd rather force him into making plays for others. This is the kind of problem that a superstar presents every night. Kevin?
Thanks so much, David. And here's Harden following Kyle Lowry's three.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be because he is so strong in the paint.
Here's Adebayo. And Adebayo throws it down.
And this is too easy for Adebayo. Once he's close to the rim, he is going to damage it.
And Harris wide open. He shoots. It's good. The assist that time from Harden. It's Lowry with the ball. Brings it up for the Hawks. Pass to Adebayo. Outside for George. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own. George has got 5 points so far. And here in the first quarter, with a little over 3.5 minutes played, and there's the call on Kyle Lowry. That is his first foul of the game.
And now only one away from being in the penalty.
Yep, the next one puts them on the line, so they've got to be careful the rest of the way.
In the corner, it's Bridges. A three, and again, it's the Magic from deep.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
On the wing, George. Adebayo with the ball. Outside for George. Another three for Atlanta.
You know, so far he's been dominant this period, making the most of his opportunities.
Back to Harris. Orlando moving the ball around. Here's Harden. Out to Harris. Fires the three. A shot, no good.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
George missing again. The Magic trail by 5. Here is Harden. Down low. Here's Jokic. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. Jokic has got his second basket of the game.
You know, it's evident that Jokic is comfortable operating close to the rim. He's outstanding with his shot selection.
Over in the corner, Portis. No good on the triple.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Bridges, no one around him. He nails it. And we're tied up.
This nigga Portis, bro. Like, it's either he making everything or he just be missing.
Bridges got a couple of threes now in the first for Orlando. 36 seconds left to play in the first. Outside for George. A shot by Lowry. Wide open. Trying to come right back with a three of his own. It's no good. Going inside. And the dunk by Grant.
Man, Grant has great intensity on his drives to the basket. I mean, there's a ferocity with which he drives that's quite unique.
Now here is Lowry. It's stolen by Harris. And here we go with the Magic fast break. And he gets it to go.
You cannot afford to be careless around Harris. He's very capable of swiping the ball away if you are.
A free-flowing first quarter. Great scoring through one. Magic out in front as they wrap up the first quarter on a 15-6 run. 2K Sports back in a moment from the Amway Center. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Magic?
The aggression they're showing early on, I mean, they're driving into the hoop with authority and force.
And the other thing, though, is their execution in terms of their ball movement has been flawless. It sets up a lot of easy scoring opportunities.
Here's Adebayo.
You know, this is what we've seen Jokic do every night. I mean, he puts himself in position to make an impact on the game.
Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Well, guys, we all know that there are some people who dislike James Harden's style of play. They're bored watching him shoot free throws. He said, I see how teams guard me and find ways to exploit it. I just outthink the game, and I'm faulted for it. Kevin, that may be, it's hard to argue with the results. Back to you.
You're right, one of the top scorers in league history, David. Thanks for that report. Smart, wide open, he fired. And the three off target. And not only is Smart one of the best defenders in the league, Greg, he's also one of the most versatile players in the NBA.
Yeah, when you talk about players who can guard 1 through 5, it's usually referring to Kawhi, PG-13, or Giannis. But Smart at 6'4" has the strength, the anticipation, and the toughness to hold his own against anyone. It's remarkable.
There's the three. The Hawks again can hit. To the inside. And it's Grant in the corner. Shot clock at 6. Lets it go with the three. Knocks down the three ball. Grant's got 5 now.
I tell you, I like the fact that Grant is selective in the shots that he takes. He's looking for quality. He senses the defense is playing off him. As the pass is coming to him, he's prepared. He's getting shot ready as the pass is in the air.
Now, here's Adebayo. And Jeremy Grant picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Orlando on D. They haven't allowed any points in the second quarter. Pass to Adebayo. And Adebayo throws it down.
And, you know, Lowry looks to set up his open teammates beautifully. Nice dime there, and it really keeps the team tied together nicely.
Now, here's Jokic. It's good.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
And for Jokic, a slow start to last season. He came in heavy, lost over 20 pounds as he played his way into shape. And boy, did he come on strong down the stretch. And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And what I like about it, it's been a physical brand of basketball. It's had a little sandpaper element to it. Gritty and rough. But that's how you win games.
Well, we know, Greg, that Jokic is never going to be the most explosive athlete, but some have questioned his conditioning, even his motor. What do you see?
I mean, the crazy thing is, even with those questions, he regularly puts up box scores we haven't seen in half a century. But to win it all, you've got to leave no stone unturned. And I think for a young player, he's got to get more of a commitment to his body. And I think we will see that in time.
If you go a step in a time machine, what would you like and dislike about playing in this era at this time?
Well, no doubt about the tempo and the spacing. I think that more than anything allows for the true skill and artistry of the game to be on display. I probably wouldn't want to get switched onto Embiid down low. I would probably dislike that and let it be known vociferously.
But I always pictured you as being fearless, like you would never turn down that kind of challenge.
I wouldn't turn it down. And Clark, when you look at the footwork of James Harden, arguably some of the best in the history of this league.
And you know, Greg, he studied the greats. I mean, he loved Ginobili's Euro step and then added it to his own game. Now he's taking that to another level, and he's the one giving out the lesson. But you're right. Got great strength, but the footwork is really outstanding.
Yeah, that wouldn't put them over the limit. And it's so early that if they're not careful, this could turn into a parade at the free throw line.
And Joe Harris, the lethal shooter, he can also be a threat in the pick-and-roll game.
Yeah, Harris does a great job reading what a defense is giving him. He's more than just a catch-and-shoot type of player. Harris can hit shots on the move and isn't afraid to go at defenders.
Come on, man!
A shot by Adebayo, no good.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up.
Come on.
Shaping up to be a great game. Strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
All right,
Even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
No question about it. I mean, a ton of contact and a good call by the officials.
Orlando leading by 11.
Oh, I'm putting him up.
And he's got a free throw coming up as well.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
This will make 4 trips to the line so far in the game.
And when you shoot 86 from the line like he did last season, you usually cash in on those opportunities.
Yeah, that's a great asset to have, guys, for any team. Coming down the stretch in close games, you got a guy who's confident, very good at the line. When he steps up there, you feel good about it.
The shooting has really been there for him today, but he may have to take it upon himself to continue to carry his team and try and get out of this hole.
Now, here's George, following the miss by Jokic. Murray, good.
Boy, Murray has such a soft ball. I mean, he shoots a soft shot, especially from deep, where he is automatic.
To just try to talk this one over.
And you know what, guys, if for nothing else, just to slow things down a little bit, change it up somewhat.
Now, here's ball. Inside.
That's me. That's fucking me.
And the instincts there from Hachimura. Notice the overcommitment by the defense and then makes the right pass.
Outside for Murray. That ball, nice speed that time from Kyle Lowry. Murray's got a pair of triples in the second now for the Hawks. And it's Ball penetrating. And Ball slams it in.
Taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
And you know, guys, when your point guard is making explosive plays at the rim, I really do think it sets the tone for the rest of the team.
He just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam.
I'll tell you what, if he's got a few more of those in him, this lead will really start shrinking.
Screen by Capella. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Wide open look here for Murray. A three-pointer off the mark.
Another rebound hauled in. They're hitting the glass with a lot of passion.
Guys, that's been the key to their lead. I mean, simply put, the effort they've displayed on the glass has been the difference.
Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Just 5 to shoot. The drive by Ball. And Ball slams it in.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat.
Now's the time to do it. Keep attacking that rim.
And so it's the Orlando Magic. Ahead by 9 is... And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. The Hawks trail by 9. Outside, George. That doesn't go either for George. And so it's Jokic with it. He brings it up to the Magic. Led by as many as 14 points. It's good from long range. Harris has got the first points to start out the third quarter for Orlando. And George with the stuff.
Amazing athleticism from George. I mean, sprinting towards the bucket and getting there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
It's Harden with the drive. Jokic with the bucket.
Some slick passing from Harden on that one.
A self-described country boy from the town of Sombor, Serbia. Jokic grew up racing horses, no less.
Boy, those are some nice factoids, Greg. Well done. From stable boy and jockey, but as he grew, basketball made the most sense. And to this day, he still loves horses and actually still has a few back in Serbia.
Gets it to go from beyond the arc. George has got 5 points in the quarter.
Yeah, that's too good a look to give them from behind the arc.
Grant outside. And here's Harden. 9 points in the game so far. 6 on the shot clock. Back to Grant. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Here's George. That falls. Nice feed that time from Kyle Lowry. 21 points for George. From T. Harden. Rebounded by the Hawks.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Boy, George is this aggressive with his offense. It's a sight to behold when he gets rolled. Just get out of the way and let him have the marquee. Whatever the defense gives, that's what he takes. A sign of a skilled offensive play.
Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. Outside for George. Murray right side. It's up a 3. And Paul George, another 3. George has got 12 points in just the second half.
And all of a sudden, that 3 puts them in striking distance, guys. He's had that shot working all night.
You bet he has. I mean, working overtime. The triple's been his bread and butter in this ball game. Nothing but butter. Sweet butter.
And there's the 3-second call. This one on the defense.
And if you're drawing up your starting 5 with team irrational confidence, Jamal Murray makes a strong case. This guy is fearless.
Now here's Harden. He's got 9. Carries it from 3-point range. And now it's a 9-point Magic lead.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
And here's Harden for 3. Rebound by Murray.
Well, you know, they're in the lead, but he's still been frustrated from an offensive standpoint.
And Murray, we know, can be streaky great. Still mid 30% for his career from 3-point range.
Of course, the degree of difficulty pretty high on a lot of his shots. Off the bounce with a hand in his face. And he's more than a shooter, a personal scorer who can get it done in a variety of ways.
Let's go down to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, David, thank you. There will be a subtle but significant change on the court this season. Wilson is now the official basketball supplier for the NBA and its affiliated leagues. In fact, they were the association's original supplier starting in 1946. Now, after a nearly 4-decade hiatus, Wilson reclaims that position. Guys, back to you.
We appreciate that, David. Thank you. Fast break, the Hawks. George has got the ball, and George with the stuff.
I tell you, George is an amazing athlete. He's got great speed, and when he's in the open court running the break, that's a scary look for the defense.
Now, here's Ball. 5 points in the game. Pass to Jokic. There's 1:40 left in the third. And Harden wide open. He shoots. Connects from three-point range. Harden's got 12 points in the game.
Hey, when you look at Jokic, forget about calling him a good passing big man. He's a great passer, period.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Now, here's Ball. And Jokic throws it down.
And this is why Jokic is a star in this league. I mean, he's a top-tier center, and he can carry a team when he needs to.
So that's 2 bombs in a row from long range.
Harden outside. Here he goes. To the wing right side. Pass to Jokic. It's stolen by Adebayo. And an intentional foul right there.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Yeah, yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
Murray for 3. The shot's good on the assist by Jordan. Murray's got 6 points in the quarter. Out to Harris. Here's the 3. Rebound by Murray.
A bit of pride at stake, trying to get that last 3 ball back, but couldn't get it to fall.
Now Lowry. Loads it up for Adebayo. And Adebayo throws it down.
And really advanced as a playmaker. Now he makes such strong reads off that pick and roll.
And as we conclude the third quarter, what a game. Neither team giving ground. Hawks ahead. They finish off the third quarter with a huge surge. An 18-7 run. And fourth quarter basketball will be coming your way on 2K Sports right after this. And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the fourth quarter, what is still anybody's ball game. And it's Harden with the ball for the Orlando Magic. Grant outside. Here's Bridges. Takes it inside. Kicks it out to Harden. Out of bounds. It'll
Thank
take
you.
the Hawks. The Hawks leading. Lowry with the ball. Pass to George. A 3 ball. Doesn't go for it.
And I like what they've been doing down low in the post.
I certainly do. I like to see guys play a real good side. The rebounding has been excellent, and that's always important in the post game.
Here's George. After the Magic pick up 2. Right side Lowry. Pocket 6. Into the lane. Here's Smart. Oh, good with the triple.
All the time in the world to get that one off.
And there's the call on Kyle Lowry. That's his third foul of the game. And there's the call on Kyle Lowry. That's his fourth foul of the contest. About a minute and a half into the fourth quarter now. Here's Jokic. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. Jokic just got 19 points.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Magic.
Boy, their hounding, harassing effort at the defensive end, very impressive. And they forced quite a few turnovers as a result.
And how about the work they're doing also on the offensive glass? Creating those extra opportunities has been critical.
And here's Harden after Paul George getting his 3 to go. Pass to Jokic. Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. Off target at the rim. Murray with it. And it's Harden picking him up. And foul on the shot. So he'll get a chance at the line.
Well, I tell you what, we've all heard the stories of Jamal Murray's training routine growing up in Canada, like something out of a movie. Push-ups in the snow, dribbling on ice, deep knee bends with a cup of hot tea on his thigh. A little bit unconventional, but hey, certainly got him to where he is now, so I would say it worked.
There's Jokic. And Jokic throws it down.
His size, Jokic to throw it down, showing you how dominant he can be inside.
Pass to George. Six on the shot clock. Outside for Lowry. Three-pointer. And that's Jokic with the rebound.
Jamal Murray's father, who's the mastermind behind those unconventional training methods. His son will never beg off, never wavered in his commitment.
Tell you what, Greg, clearly would lead you to believe that both of them were crazy. Yet they had a shared obsession, a commitment, and it's paid off.
Adebayo. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
An outstanding athlete for a player of his huge build. Adebayo will bang and bump with the best of them.
Good on the second free throw.
Only down 2 now, but that miss might come back to haunt you. If they don't get a stop, it's back to a 2-possession game.
It's Harden with the drive. Here's Lowry. Murray left side. Front past the arc. That ball's nice that time from Kyle Lowry. Murray's got 5 points now this quarter. Here's Harden. In for his 7th win and 14 tries.
You know, Harden is a remarkable talent, especially offensively. A versatile scorer who really is unstoppable once he gets going.
Now here's Lowry. Outside for Murray. Another 3 for Atlanta.
That is such a clutch shooter. I mean, he lives with a big shot. And when you're throwing like this, watch out.
It's Brick in the corner. It's stolen by Adebayo. And now here's George, the fast break opportunity. Pass to Adebayo. .121 left in the game. George with the ball. Now defended by Grant. A shake. And Adebayo with the lay-in. Now it's a 4-point Atlanta lead.
Yes, and how about the unselfishness? Paul George has no problem sharing the ball.
Here's Jokic. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's going to be on Jamal Murray.
Thank you.
And
Let's
get
fucking
your
go.
guys on the
You
score
get another one,
board
Jokic.
for the Hawks.
Come on, baby.
Fantastic passing. We saw it in the first half, and it's carried over here in the second.
Well, it's been a super performance from beyond the arc, too. I mean, they've been raining in those threes.
Now, here's Lowry. Outside for Murray. Misses the three. And so Grant will bring it up for the Magic. Now it's out called by Orlando.
Fuck, Skrills. That was supposed to be game, man.
By 3. We've got 33 seconds left to play here in the fourth.
Fuck. Sorry, good.
And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey guys, I had a chance to find out what you're talking about with his players. This game is close, and he told his players, hey guys, this is when it's fun, right? This is a close game, and this is when you get to show what you're made of. Right here, right now. Then we'll see how they respond.
Now, here is Harden. Pass to Bridges. In the corner, it's Harris. Stolen by Smart. And they foul intentionally. They're going to have to do that now again and again. They're not in the penalty yet.
You know what? Smart foul. You got to try to extend the game.
Sure, it's not over. Well, it's as much a problem for them as the score is right now, so they've got to try to manage it.
And so both free throws are good. And it's a 5-point game.
Unflappable. This guy relishes being the man to put the game away.
Other bitch, are you crazy? What's wrong with you? I'm dead playing 2K.
Excuse me?
I'm dead playing 2K. I'm sorry for
I don't care. I called you 2 hours ago.
Now here's Harden.
I called you twice. You didn't answer. But I was gonna be going down your phone talking to you.
And so the Hawks take the
Game is
win.
done. What you
Performance away from home.
What you said?
Yeah.
I'm home. What are you talking about? I'm out with some other bitch. What are you talking about?
I like that one. I thought you said or. I said or. Yeah, no, I like that one a lot.
I knew you was out with Q, so
No, I wanted to just get my phone because I have my phone over there. Well, I'll just take this one instead of the game.
hello?
But you could have at least responded. I called you twice.
I didn't even know you called me twice. I just saw. Oh yeah, you did call me twice. You did. My fault. I didn't even know this.
If you were just busy talking, you could just say that.
Huh?
If you're busy fucking, you could just say that.
If I was busy fucking?
Yeah. Look at this. It's a necklace, and then you can put like essential oils in it, and you always smell good.
That's fire.
And it comes with a butterfly, and then they have this black one. This one smells like sage.
I like that.
Yeah, do you want it?
That would be cool to have. Why not?
I want this one.
What you eating tonight?
Oil. Huh?
What are y'all eat? Did y'all just eat, or what y'all doing?
No, I was gonna ask if you wanted to come to eat with us. We don't know what we're gonna eat, but we might go to Benihana. We'll see.
Benihana?
We have no idea what we're gonna eat.
Alright, so call me when you're leaving. I'm about to play one more game and I'm done. Alright?
Okay.
But you really ain't know yet. Really ain't know yet. You really ain't know yet. Big bad wolf and I'm about to... Okay. Like Orlando, play with the Magic, no camo, with no basket. No, me in a suit for peace. Eulogies talk about peace. Screams, cries, fame, preach, wings, high, can't reach. If I'm walking on a cloud to the golden gates, then I hope that Jehovah gon' hold the place. Then I never gon' lie, say they stole my space, causing me to repeat as a whole new race. Oh no, me, they reincarnated, cause everybody hate it, for sure. Don't debate it, I get to, cause I ain't waiting for hope. Under bright lights, sadness, cause deep into my life, with that on a front page news is a highlight. Let's reverse, I'm reminding you of what I don't take kindly to. For any simple-minded fool who blinded trying to you touch us, then we gotta touch all. Families, friends, girlfriends, and all. If you up, you bet not stall, cause we won't be here when you fall. No friend, you really ain't no friend. Nobody came close and I'm about to go ghost, but you really ain't know yet. Really ain't know yet. Really ain't know yet. Big bad wolf and I'm about to... Yeah.
I'm Brian Anderson, alongside Grant Hill, Steve Smith, and Allie LaForce. And it's the Hawks to start out. Atlanta calls timeout. Great matchup at the 5 tonight. Smitty, I'm curious to get your take on how the center position has evolved over the last decade.
You know, BA, it seems like almost every center can shoot, dribble, and pass now. And that creates space, leads to more offense, and it's a matchup nightmare.
Lowry outside. They kick it out to Murray. That's good. And so Lowry with the assist.
I love it. Excellent ball movement. Kyle Lowry knowing who to give it to and when.
Tried to answer back, but that three is off the mark.
You know, at Kentucky, Bam Adebayo's role was defined. Rebound, defend, screen, and get to the rim. All the while behind the scenes, he has worked on his offensive skill set.
Now here's Harden. A reliable go-to guy for them. He's averaging around 26.5 a game. Shot clock at 5. Back to Grant. The Magic need to put one up here. Oh, George with a steal. Now here's Lowry. A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter.
You Gucci, you set it up fight and everything, bro. Let me know.
cool big men losing favor. Some concern coming in that Adebayo wouldn't have the skill to flourish.
Little did they know, B.A., his hands, passing, and shooting touch were all more advanced than he was given credit for. And now he's finally getting the chance to show what he can do.
Back to Murray. Pass to Adebayo. And finished off by Adebayo.
And early on, they've been on a tear. Just getting whatever they want offensively.
They established the pace. They made shots. This is why they're way out in front.
Some consistency, just too many missed shots.
You know, this is a good time to maybe switch up your strategy a little bit. You can't keep doing what you're doing and expect a different result.
And the foul called on Paul George. That's his first foul of the game. Left side, Harden. Harris on the wing. Here's Bridges. That falls. Nice setup by Harris.
Finally, a make for this team. Hopefully it gives them a little confidence.
For whatever reason, they came in a little tight tonight. That should loosen them up.
Now here's Smart. Adebayo on top. They kick it out to Murray. And the Hawks with another three.
When you let a team knock down that many threes, you know you're likely to be on the wrong side of a run.
Grant, left side. Pass to Jokic. Banked it in off the glass.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
No excuse. You have to be aware. He should be on your radar all the time.
This has been just a dreadful start for them defensively. Not good at all.
Here's Graham. Outside Harden. Jokic the screen. And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
Great timing and coordination. Lays it in coming off that pick.
Pass to Adebayo. They kick it out to Murray. And the three off target. Orlando trailing here. With the step back. And here's Bridges. Lets the three fly. And again, it's the Magic from deep.
Don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
Outside Murray. The three ball. Yes, and it's George picking up the assist. Murray's got his third bucket of the night.
An outstanding first quarter from the field.
Outside for Harden. From behind the arc. That shot off. And Atlanta will come the other way. It's George on the drive. Lowry outside. They kick it out to Murray. And it's blocked by Harden. Harris on the wing. Now Bridges. 6 points for him. Harden from outside. And that one's good. That makes him 2 for 3.
And that's just precision personified from Harden beyond the arc. I mean, he looks so comfortable shooting from out there.
Now here's Adebayo. Adebayo sets a screen. Back to Murray. Pass to George. Takes a three. Gets the three ball to go. George has got 8 points.
And they've got the D reeling. A full three-point attack right off the tip.
Bridges outside. And again, it's the Magic from deep.
and both teams running long-range plays that are working.
How often do we see this these days? Clubs answering each other from range.
Now here's George. Give him 8. Pass to Adebayo. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Well, Paul knows the defense is locked in on him, so he takes advantage and finds the open man.
Here's Harden. Driving inside. Grant right side. Fires from deep. And again, it's the Magic from deep.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
And here's Lowry. Smart left side. They kick it out to Murray. Up in time. Oh, and the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. Good scoring in this one as we conclude the first quarter. The Hawks on top, up 4. Quarter number 2 coming up right after this break. Don't go anywhere. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter in this one. And for the Hawks guys, what jumps out to you statistically?
Well, there's no reason to take risky shots when you can collect points at the rim.
Especially at the start. You want to get something positive going and establish your rhythm.
Now here's Harden. He's got 5. Pass to Harris. And here's Jokic. Defended by Murray. Jokic, no good. The Hawks leading. Boy, it's got to be so much fun playing with a big man like Nikola Jokic.
Fun indeed. They even don't know what's coming. You think you're covered, and like they say about a great quarterback, he'll throw you over.
And right there, I like how Adebayo takes his time, scans the floor, makes the unselfish play.
The drive by Smart. They kick it out to Murray. And it's Murray finishing it off.
His arrow's been trending up as of late, and he's been magnificent tonight.
To the middle. Here's Bridges. On the wing, Harden. It's Bridges on the wing. Kept alive. Jokic is doubled. 3-pointer, Harden. Jokic with it. Checking the numbers, he's averaging close to 15 a game. Murray brings the double. Harden from outside. The shot is good on the assist by Jokic. Harden's got 8 points.
It's so effective and efficient on the offensive end. I mean, when Harden is not setting up the play, he's finishing.
Now here's Adebayo. Murray from outside. Another 3 for Atlanta.
Shooting at a high clip, he's found ways to get quality looks.
Pass to Bridges. To the paint. To the wing on the left. Back to Jokic. Walked it down low that time. Got hit with the 3-second call. All right, for those just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second. Out to Lowry. The 3. Jokic grabs the board. Now the Magic with it. 9-point game. And for some reason, he decided to foul there.
NBA, that's an odd move. Maybe there's something else behind it. I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
Now here's Jokic. Jokic is doubled. All right, Grant, there are plenty of great ISO players in the league. Who tops that list for you?
BA, there's some incredible players in isolation in this league. Obviously, Kevin Durant, back from injury. Donovan Mitchell and Jamal Murray have emerged. But the guy for me is none other than the beard, James Harden. Just incredible in isolation. So difficult to defend one-on-one. And he's the type of player that you need to be able to go get you a basket in a close game. James Harden, the best in isolation.
Pass to Adebayo. And here's Smart. Over to the left wing. George outside. Here's Lowry. Averaging around 6 a game. Murray, no good. Grant outside. Bridges, right side. Here's Jokic. Oh, great D that time from Adebayo.
Even though he missed it, this is the exact play your offense is designed to produce.
And so it looks like the Hawks will retain possession here. Here's George. 11 points in the game. Drills it from deep. 1:49 left in the first half of this one. Harden into the lane. And Harden gets the double team. Now here's Harris. He's averaging about 6 points per game. Bridges left side. Shot clock at 2. That falls. Nice feed from Jokic. Bridges has got 15.
Even with all the threes he nailed in the first quarter, the defense still hasn't made the proper adjustments.
Pass to Murray. It's George on the wing. Another three for Atlanta.
Wow, 5 consecutive threes. This defense looking very frustrated right now.
And there's a 3-second call. This one on the defense. And so he hits the technical free throw. Here's Harden. 9 points in the game. Pass to Jokic. Lays it up and banks it in. Jokic has got his second basket of the game.
We see this every night. He has the skill and versatility to keep a defense guessing.
Oh, got that bucket in no time at all.
He's got a solid rhythm going from the perimeter. 3 triples in the first quarter, and now 3 more since.
For 3, here's Harris. Beyond the arc. Fires in the triple. Harris has got 6 in the quarter.
And I don't think we've really seen many 7-footers who can pass like Jokic. So calm and easy with the ball. Almost always makes the right decision.
Back to Lowry. Kicks it to George. It'll count.
And this is so encouraging. When Jokic hustles on the defensive end, it's a big help to his teammates.
That'll do it for the first half. The Hawks on top, up by 9. And we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out there for the start of the third quarter, right after the break. And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast thus far. We're halfway through the game. Orlando trailing here. To the left side wing. Here's Grant. No good on the 3.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Kyle Lowry, the veteran out of Villanova, still a top-of-the-line player at the point guard spot. On the back end of his career at this point, but he is still good.
And with Lowry, he's not an all-NBA player anymore. He can still turn it up.
You know, BA, he has that extra gear for big games and playoffs. That's all you need. He's so smart, he's savvy, and he knows how to use it. Kyle Lowry should remain a top-tier point guard for years to come.
Harden drives in. It's tipped. It's stolen by Smart. Jumps in. Oh, my goodness.
Let it all hang out. When George takes flight, just enjoy the show.
Three-pointer, Harden. That's tipped. But they get it back. The shot to stop the run. Buries it from three. Harden's got 12 points in the game.
And they're just staying with possessions on the offensive glass and getting rewarded for it. You have to love the hustle.
George's shot is off.
He had more than enough room to hit that. Just couldn't make it happen.
Back to Harden. Six to shoot. Takes it inside. It's good. And he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A three-point play opportunity. Well, it can't be much question that the role of the traditional big man has changed a lot in this era.
Yeah, B.A., it's incredible how much has changed. No longer the traditional big man playing with your back to the basket, posting up, staying pretty much in the interior. Now, a big man has to be able to play on the perimeter, shoot from the three-point line. He must be mobile, being able to defend, screen, and roll, and sometimes even switching against smaller players defensively. So it's incredible how the game has changed, and in particular with the big man. Hey, I'd be a big man in today's game, which is crazy to think.
Strong take by Paul. He plays with great decisiveness.
The first free throw is good.
Well, a lot of times we associate scoring with the star players. For Paul George, it's important to be a complete player, and his defense, it sets him apart.
Pass to Jokic. Outside for Harden. Harris right side. And it's going to be a 24-second violation. They turn it over. And it's Atlanta's ball. Smitty, how about Paul George? It seems like his game really starts at the defensive end.
Well, Brian, he's not caught up on his stats. He's looking to compete, guard the other team's best player, and he knows his offense is just as potent.
They're doing what they can do to mount a comeback.
And B.A., they don't have to get it all back at once. Just focus on making every possession count. And they're just one foul now away from the penalty.
Now here's Jokic. Pass to Graham. Now Harden. Buries it down low. Harden's got 17.
Man, he keeps doing his part. They just haven't been able to get over the hump.
Kicks it out to Smart. Finished off by Adebayo.
Showing off the dynamic athleticism, Bam is no stranger to rocking the rim.
Harris on the wing. And stolen by Murray. George for three. Rebound by the Magic.
Phenomenal how many threes he drained in the first half, especially considering he's hit none since.
Harden drives in to the inside. Jokic. By Adebayo.
Huge block by Adebayo. Plays the game with aggression and shows no mercy.
Pass to George. He takes it in. Yes. And it's Murray picking up the assist. George has got 10 points in just the second half.
He's really finding his rhythm here. I mean, a smart move to keep feeding him the ball.
Let him decide whether to shoot it, whether to pass it. He's your catalyst right now.
And right now, if you're the defense, you got to be careful. Harden excels at finding ways to get to the free throw line.
That's good from Harden. He does not get the second one. And the Hawks with possession here. The lead is 15. They kick it out to Murray. But it's Adebayo off the drive.
Look at the big man move. I love seeing Adebayo attack the basket and be rewarded for it.
Pass to Bridges. Launches a three. And another miss by Orlando.
And that's exactly how tightly you have to guard him every time he steps to the arc. He's just that good.
George's shot is off. Outside Harden. .102 left in the third quarter. Second shot opportunity. And Jokic lays it up and in. Jokic just got his third basket of the night.
I love how Jokic is just relentless on the glass. His effort level has been special.
Now here's George. 27 points for him. Knocked away. And here's Harden. Down low. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. And George with the jam.
And this is how you score in transition. And Paul George, you just have to appreciate his hustle.
Grant's shot is off. It's George on the drive. And the jam by George.
And he's been an ideal teammate tonight. He's really creating plenty of looks with his passing.
There's been an emphasis on ball movement, and he's been a major catalyst.
Here's Bridges. That misses. Would have counted had it gone. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. Hawks ahead, up 19. And we're coming right back after this break to get the fourth quarter started. And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Lowry outside. They kick it out to Murray. The three, George. On target from range. George has got 34.
These are big buckets. He's been instrumental in helping them try to close out this game.
And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. And Grant, you were part of one of the most legendary eras in Duke basketball. Now, when you reflect on that time, what stands out?
Well, B.A., those were great times indeed. And a few things I think stick out. First of all, it was when we really made Duke basketball what it is today. Gave us the foundation of this long-term success. Also, of course, too, the bonds, the brotherhood, the experience, the ups and the downs that we went through collectively. All of that together are the things that I like to look back on and really reflect upon during those years.
And the basket by Bridges.
This is the shot you want to get him. An open look from range.
Murray from outside. And that comes off the assist by Lowry. He's got 26.
Exchanging buckets from downtown. That's been a staple of tonight's game.
Hey, players love competition, and the fans love it as well.
Now here's Harden. Here's Jokic. The rebound by Lowry. Murray for 3.
See something, man. Tuned in. I clicked on your name. to invite you, and I see that shit said see something. Oh, don't get dunked on. Oh, I didn't see something, man. Show me something. Paul George outside. Murray for three. Ah, now that shit look fake lit. I ain't gonna lie, son, quit. Ain't even fun.
Bro, I killed this nigga, bro. I killed this nigga. I wish he was watching earlier. You could see by the score, though. Yeah, bro, if you want to fuck with it, let me know. Maybe next league niggas will invite you. Smile think that giant. Fuck wrong with these niggas, man? Oh, I wanted to take a picture of that.
Never wanna work together, only wanna each other. Always jealous of another, but you still call me brother.